Hello everybody and welcome to the week 5 of the DGBA team builder for our battle against the St. Louis Rampardos with your Iki Town Incineroar. So yes, this is week 5, not week 4, as I mentioned before in another video. Week 4 will be happening a couple weeks later in the season due to some in real life stuff going on the part of my opponent. So it will be happening at some point. You'll get 2 videos for that. But yeah, so here's your DGBA week 5 team builder. Let's quickly go to read off their team and ours, and the speed tiers are attached. They have Necrozma, Mega Altaria, Excadrill, Tyranitar, Silvally, Roserade, Mandibuzz, Mienshao, Vaporeon, Jolteon, and Magmortar. So, what we have, first off, probably my favorite set so far, if it works, Choice Scarf to Lickilicky. Yes, Lickilicky with the Choice Scarf. So the point of this, Cloud9 ability, Sandrush Excadrill puts in work on my team. So if it gets one pickup in the sand, I can toss in, well, what I'll probably do first off is, if it gets in the sand, I'll toss in Donphan, try to deal with it that way. But if it's able to either take out Donphan, or if it gets a kill on something, go into Lickilicky. Cloud9 will take away its speed boosts with the Choice Scarf, Earthquake, or Brick Break, and hit it really hard. If not taking it out with a little bit of chip, it will go down. So that is the point of the Choice Scarf Lickilicky. It has enough speed to outspeed the Excadrill. With Return, just for stab, hits everything fairly well. And Ice Punch is going to be for Altaria, and I think there was something else. Mandibuzz, mostly. Yeah, so that's Lickilicky. If Paralickle works with a Choice Scarf, this is going to be awesome. I'm going to love it, but they may not bring sand just because the Cloud9 deterrent, but I've got a feeling they will anyways, just with Brick Break to deal with Lickilicky, thinking that they will outspeed, even with Cloud9 taking away my speed boost. So, hopefully, no one sees a Choice Scarf Lickilicky coming. That's pretty well to hope. As I mentioned, Donphan Firestone is coming with Sand Veil, not Sturdy. If they set up the sand for him, if I can get Donphan in during sand, make him miss a move, hey, I'll take it. With the Assault Vest, Earthquake, Knockoff, Ice Shard, and Rapid Spin. Ice Shard for Altaria, mostly Knockoff is going to hit. I think Silvally Ghost could come. Earthquake going to be the main attacking move for pretty well everything. Mandibuzz obviously no, but it's going to hit Magmortar, Jolteon super effective. It's going to hit Vaporeon neutral, Mienshao neutral, Roserade neutral, or no, super effective Roserade. Silvally Ghost will be neutral, Tyranitar super effective, Excadrill super effective, Altaria once it's Mega, it's going to be neutral, and before it's Mega, well, I've got Ice Shard, and Necrozma neutral as well, so it's can put in some offensive work for sure with Earthquake, and Ice Shard does good little bit to the things that it doesn't. And Rapid Spin as well. The reason I think he could bring Silvally Ghost is if he wants to set up hazards. I have a lot of Rapid Spinners, so I think he could bring Silvally Ghost as a spin blocker. And if that's the case, I can click Knockoff with Donphan and do some things there. Sting is back. Mega Beedrill is back. I regret it not bring it, so it's coming. U-turn, Poison Jab, Brick Break for the Sand combo, and Drill Run. As I said, ground goes through its team pretty well, and Dual Stab hits everything really hard because it's adaptability Mega Beedrill, so that's how it is. Goodra is our main defensive core this week, as well as Donphan with its kind of natural bulky offense. Yeah, Goodra with Hydration, Rain Dance, Rest, Leftovers, Toxic, and Substitute. Yeah, I know, I'm sorry. But if I have to, that's what I'll do. A little bit of speed just to speed creep on the things that are the same, which is Mandibuzz and Mega Altaria and Necrozma without any speed. So hopefully they're not running speed. Obviously Mega Altaria is very likely to Dragon Dance, but we'll deal with that when that comes. But things like Mandibuzz and Vaporeon, it's really good to lay Toxic down on those. As well as Necrozma and Mega Altaria as well. I would love to get a Toxic down on. With Substitute and Leftovers obviously doing their things, and Rain Dance, Rest with Hydration doing that thing, as well as being able to put up Rain Dance if we are in the sand. But it's more just to be a annoying wall. Victini, Z-Destroy is here, V-Create with Electrium, Z-Bolt Strike, Brick Break, and U-Turn. Fairly standard offensive attacker. It is Speedy Bead to outspeed Silvally, as is our next mon, Staraptor. Obviously the Electrum Z is for the Mandibuzz Vaporeon, a defensive core that is ugly and I don't want to deal with, so Electrum Z is going to punch holes in that. It can't OHKO, but it can take them out from like 75%, which is, I'll take it. Yeah, and we've got Raptor Claw, the Staraptor, Choice Banded with Intimidate, which I know is a little weird combo. It's not Choice Banded Reckless, but I want to lay down Intimidates on Mega Altaria, and that will also kind of bluff that I'm not banded for at least one turn. Brave Bird, Close Combat, Return. Without Reckless, I didn't feel the need to run Double Edge over Return. It doesn't really help with the calcs at all. And U-Turn. So Valley Ghost would be a problem for Raptor Claw and really limit it, but at least I can U-Turn out on it. Yeah, so there we go. Again, Speedy V to outspeed Silvally. Hopefully this team puts in some good work, and you'll find out with the battle after this. And welcome to our battle. So first things first, I see he brought the sand. Not a real surprise, and I feel like I have lots prepped for it. So not too worried about that. I see Mandibuzz and Vaporeon as a defensive core, which is a massive pain in the butt. So Electrium Z was 100% the right bring to hopefully nuke one of those two. And the Mienshao, I think, okay, no big deal. Not super surprised it came, but I didn't really expect it. And then there's Jolteon sitting there as well, which I figure is probably the likely lead. And as such, I'm going to lead with Mega Beedrill. Just go, I outspeed everything naturally, and U-turn out is the plan. So let's see what happens here. So I go into Sting. I see Mienshao. Now I kind of sit and stare at this thing for a while, wanting to just U-turn out to get good damage off on it, but also scared of a Scarf Stone Edge, so that's kind of what I predict. It's probably Scarf Reckless with Stone Edge, High Jump Kick, and Knock Off, and something else. So I go out into Donphan to take a Stone Edge, which does come. So I'm fairly confident at this point this is a Scarf Mienshao, and it switches out, which makes me even more confident. And I believe I go for Knock Off? Yes, just to spam Knock Off. I wanted the Scarf off, or just knock off whatever comes in. Get rid of Mandibuzz's leftovers. Awesome. I'm going to switch out and go right into Goodra. Goodra is our tank for the week. It's going to take things, but it gets taunted. So I find out this is Taunt Mandibuzz, which is a big problem because I have no attacking moves on Goodra. So I have to get out because I don't want to hit struggle. So I go into Paralickle. Its natural bulk will be fine, and I'm not going to... He's going to U-turn out, which is fine. I didn't really want to reveal I was Scarfed, but that seemed like my next best option at the moment, so he U-turns out. I don't have to reveal. I still don't because we know this is Scarf Mienshao, but also it's a Scarf Mienshao fighting type versus Lickilicky. I want out. Go into Goodra, it can take things. I believe he U-turns out here. Yes, he does. I take that not as well as I would hope, but Mienshao is pretty offensive, and Goodra's defense isn't the best, even with EVs. Goes back into Mandibuzz. I hope I can lay down a Toxic on this thing, because I don't think he's expecting complete Stolly. No, I don't. I put out a Substitute, thinking at this point that Taunt does not go through Substitute, and knowing Foul Play probably wouldn't break my sub, which it doesn't. And I believe I go for Toxic here. Yes, I do. I get them Toxic on Mandibuzz, which is awesome, because it means it can't Roost on me out completely. He's going to Foul Play again. I know 2 Foul Plays will take out my Substitute. So, that's fine. And then I put up another sub because I'll take 2 going down. U-turns out, I've still got a sub, no worries. It's going to go into Mean Chow. That's fine. I'm going to put down a... I don't remember what I do here. U-turns out, and I click Rain Dance here. I kind of expected the Tyranitar to come in. So I clicked Rain Dance hoping to get it to come in and then put up the rain after, and if Main Show stayed in, it's fine, it breaks my sub, but I get this up for Hydration Rest. I don't want to stay on the next Excadrill. It can kill me with an Earthquake. It's a bit of a 50-50. I'm going to go into Staraptor. He couldn't kill me with an Iron Head on Goodra, so I thought he would go for Earthquake. He didn't. He goes for Iron Head. I get the Intimidate down on Excadrill, which helps, but it still doesn't take that well because this is not Bulky Raptor. This is Banded Raptor. I'm going to put a Close Combat down if he wants to stay in. I didn't think he would, but a little bit of damage is good. Get damage on Mana Buzz, and the Toxic is starting to wear it down a little bit. He's probably going to Roost. I have to hard switch out because I'm not going to kill again, and just in case he doesn't Roost, I don't want to take a Foul Play and just lose Staraptor right away. So he goes for a Roost. No big deal. I go into Goodra. I could have taken anything, and I'm going to get Leftovers while he gets Toxic, and I've still got 1 turn Rain, but I'm going to put up a sub because I didn't need to rest yet. I mean, it was pretty obvious that rest is the last thing, but I thought, hey, I'll sub, he can't do anything to me. Well, I forgot Taunt goes through sub. So now I know I can't just leave Goodra in on this Mana Buzz because it's going to click Taunt, and I don't have an attacking move, which he now realizes because I've actually used stuff. So I go back into Staraptor. It's the least valuable member of my team at this point, based on what he brought and the fact that it's Scarfed. Mean Chow with Stone Edge. Goes into Tyranitar. And now we're a bit of a 50-50. Does he have the Chople Berry to stop this close combat from killing? Or will he switch out? Like, is there any way where the close combat isn't going to, do what it needs to do? Well, defensive Tyranitar or just HP invested Tyranitar with Chople will live every time. So I don't want to stay in and just lose Staraptor thinking I can go out and maneuver this around this better. I might do things later, and I think Donphan can take almost anything. And as well, I kind of expect him to switch out into Mana Buzz because it wouldn't take very much from the close combat, as he already knows. But as we'll see, so I U-turn out, I get decent damage, which shows me this is offensive Tyranitar, not very defensive at all. So I'm happy with that. So I go into Donphan, think I can take anything, and I'm fine. This is special Tyranitar with Ice Beam, and then he gets the freeze. So even though my Assault Vest is there and helps me to take this, and I could have just killed, he gets the freeze, I think, well, I'm just going to have to sack Donphan, I guess, unless I wake up. He goes for Stealth Rocks, I get the Earthquake off, and take out the Tyranitar. Very happy to get the Tyranitar gone. That means Excadrill's on a timer, as there's only 2 more turns of Sand, and he goes into Jolteon. And I'm a bit confused why he went into Jolteon. I think he must not have calced and realized that I was Assault Vest on Donphan with the Ice Beam. And it turned out he was ICMZ Tyranitar, which is a good bring for Goodra and Raptor and Donphan. And, just a pain in the butt. So that was a good bring. He got a little greedy going for Rocks, but in my mind here, I'm staring out Jolteon. I don't think it can take me out even with HP Ice. It's going to be close, but I don't think it can. I really want these rocks gone. I've got Beedrill wants to U-turn around, I got Victini wanting to U-turn around, Staraptor wanting to U-turn around, and I don't want free damage on Goodra or Lickilicky. They're my bulk, but they don't have the best recovery. Lickilicky has none in this match because I don't even have Wish on itself or with Sylveon. So I really want these rocks away. I'm really hoping I can survive and take this thing out. Take these rocks away with Rapid Spin. And as we find out, he goes for the Hidden Power. I assume it's Ice this whole game. I found out later it was Hidden Power Grass. So I Rapid Spin away, I get these rocks gone. I'm very happy. Donphan has done his job. I'm happy to just let it go down here. Also, I have Sand Veil because I knew he'd bring sand, so I thought, hey, he might miss, but I'm going to go for Ice Shard and not risk the miss. Just get a little damage off on Jolteon. Get it in range of Beedrill, I think is what I was trying to get in range of, but I don't think I go into Beedrill here. Yes, I do. So this is my chance to make it up and get out. I don't go for Drill Run, I believe go for U-turn because it's going into Mana Buzz is fairly obvious here. and that's what I do. I U-turn out, get a good chip of damage on this thing. Again, it's still toxic, it's going to be worn down. I can put offensive pressure on it right now with Victini. Something's taking this hard. Obviously, he's got to expect that I have electric type moves because he's got Vaporeon and Mana Buzz. So he could switch into Excadrill for that. So I'm going to click Recreate because I know I can kill Mana Buzz, and it seems more likely that he would switch into Excadrill, expecting the electric type over Vaporeon, expecting the fire type attack. But he basically has to pick something and make a read if he wants to switch. So I'm expecting him to just leave Mana Buzz in and kill it, let it go down, because he does still have Vaporeon. So V-Create is going to be unfortunate with the drops, but at least I get rid of Mana Buzz. I'm not playing around with it, not letting this thing boost back up and cause problems. And as you'll see, down it goes. I take those drops, down goes Mana Buzz. Very happy, good work. Victini goes into Jolteon with the drops. I don't want to stay in. I'm getting out into Goodra because I can take things from this all day. Goes Volt Switch, only does 14%. Awesome. If it had been HP Ice, it would have only done 33%. I would have still been around. Wouldn't have liked it, but so I get it with Goodra because, again, I can't take an Earthquake from this Excadrill. He makes the read again to go for Iron Head. Good for him. I'll give up the Staraptor to get the Intimidate down, and I'm going into Paralickle. The Cloud9 is less useful now because there's no sand to stop this thing, but I still have a surprise Choice Scarf on this this Paralickle versus an Excadrill. I can't kill it from here, but I can do up to 80%, which would put it in range of things like Beedrill and Victini, which would be awesome to Revenge / Force a Switch, get free damage off on stuff, etc., etc., etc. I believe if I got the max roll on Earthquake, it would even be a range of U-turn from Beedrill, so I could get free damage on whenever he switched in, and go from there. So I go for the Earthquake. No! Yes, I do go for the Earthquake, but he switches out in Vaporeon. It doesn't know I'm Scarf, which is good. It takes a little bit of damage, not a lot. I mean, it hit everything neutral or super effective, so I was fine with that. Go out into Goodra, it can tank hits from this Vaporeon. He puts up a Wish. Good for me, it means I can start trying to get this Goodra healed back up, because I want to keep it healthy to keep tanking hits. Go for a sub. I think I just go for the rest here. I know I don't have time to get the Rain Dance and the rest up. He just goes for Earthquake. I don't have a flying type around anymore to take that, so of course it's going to go for Earthquake. I get rest up, get Goodra back to full health, get it out. At least it's healthy. It can take hits with Vaporeons, and it can get in fairly well for free. I'm going to send in Lickilicky. It's going to take the hit. Now I'm going to hit the Earthquake, and we get the crit. Yes, crit matters in terms of taking out this Excadrill, but as I said, it would have put it in range of lots of things. And it also kind of made my opponent a little salty with who runs a Choice Scarf. Lickilicky. I do. I do. I run that when I need to. And the Sandrush Excadrill was such a threat that I needed to run it, so I did. And it worked. So I'm very happy. Paralickle picks up another kill, and for my lowest tier pick, has been absolutely incredible. I really did want Hariyama, but Lickilicky has put in so much work that I started picking it up in other leagues because it just has been very flexible for me, and I've been able to do lots of things with it that you wouldn't otherwise expect. Still haven't even run that Swords Dance variant yet, which I'm looking forward to at some point, hopefully. He goes into Jolteon. Even with Scarf, I can't outspeed this Jolteon. I don't know if he feared that. He goes into Vaporeon. Switched out just to keep it around, because I knew I could take hits with Goodra from Jolteon. Even Vaporeon's even better. We'll get rid of these turns of sleep. He's going to put up a Wish. And I'm just going to sit here and hope to wake up soon. He's going to wish back up his Jolteon. That's fine. It's not the bulkiest thing in the world. He doesn't have anything really bulky left, so I'm not too worried about him getting wishes past. Wake up after taking the Shadow Ball really well. Get up a substitute. And I see from Shadow Ball it's not going to be able to break my sub in one. Max roll was 24.6% or something. So I'm going to get my Rain Dance up while I'm still behind the sub. And take another Shadow Ball, breaks the sub, and I'm going to put a Toxic down on this Jolteon, just wanting to whittle it down, Toxic Stall, because I can eat hits from it for a long time, which is great. So Goodra's going to take another Shadow Ball and put up another sub, and then I'm going to click Rest, get this thing back to full, since I'm now pretty low. And Mean Joe comes in expecting the rest, which is fine. I get Goodra back to full health, I'll take that trade. But now, obviously, even with behind a sub, this is not something I really want to stay on, but I want to get a Toxic down on before I switch out. So that's what I'm going to do. Toxic and Minchow. Now I've got Jolteon and Minchow, both not super bulky, but they're both on a timer, which is good. And they turned out to both be choice locked. I didn't ever figure out that, which is my bad, that Jolteon was Specs. It wasn't doing Specs damage, so I don't know if it was uninvested or a little less invested. I forgot to take a double check of the export. But I'm going to put up another Rain Dance. I'm kind of hoping he misses with these high jump kicks because they are putting a lot of pressure down on me. But one miss, and with the Toxic, he'll be in a big trouble. And obviously it's only, I think, 90% accurate, 90 or 95, but miss is going to put me in the best spot, and I'm just going to kind of let this thing Toxic itself down. I choose Lickilicky to sack off at this point because I'd rather keep Goodra around as I can heal back up with Vaporeon or Jolteon in. Down goes Lickilicky. It did its job, getting rid of Excadrill, dealing with that threat. Good work. I'm going to go into Victini. It can take one for sure, and it's going to put offensive pressure back. I'm going to click U-turn, just get out. The crit is helpful later, but not a big deal now. I forgot it even critted until I saw that. Goodra's back in, which is my real hope that he would switch out and I can get Goodra back in because he was Toxic stalled. Use the Rain, rest back up, wake back up with Hydration. Awesome. One other thing to note, the speed creeping on Mana Buzz at the beginning game with Goodra was incredibly helpful, so glad I did that. I'm going to go back into Victini. Now we're playing a real, he hits Heal Bell. I'm very annoyed by that. All the Toxic stalling is basically for naught at this point until I get rid of Vaporeon. He protects Scouting for the Electrium Z. I'm going to click U-turn because it's not going to kill from full. So I'm going to U-turn again, get out. I need some chip damage. I need it down about 75 before I can do anything like that. It's going to Scald. I'm really hoping no burn, just because it was going to force me to not have leftovers and then have to rest up before I wanted to. I'm going to put a Toxic down on Vaporeon. I know he's got Heal Bell, but I want to just make him use a turn of Heal Bell and get a little chip while he's sitting around. He's going to use that Wish, and he's going to just Scald, making a read, which I was very unhappy about to take this damage on Victini. Didn't think he would Scald on the Goodra. I thought he would switch out, and either one would be switched out into, I wanted Victini at full. But he's going to, again, protect, Scouting, go for U-turn, and now he's in range at 76% that I can hit off that Gigavolt Havoc, and he'll go down to Toxic, and there it goes, down it goes Vaporeon. If he had got into Jolteon, it would have just been game with the Volt Absorb, but he didn't, so I was able to hold off on hitting that until it was time. U-turn, keeping it safe. Jolteon's going to U-turn, Volt Switch out, Goodra's going to take that. Minchow's going to go for another high jump kick. I'm still just waiting for this thing to miss a move. High jump kick, everyone knows that misses hurt so badly, and I'm waiting for that to happen. I'm going to put V-Destroy in. It's used most of its thing, but it can take one barely, and nope, not with the crit, but oh well. I just lose the turn of hoping he misses. I'm going to go into Beedrill. Because he's locked in high jump kick, I can take one, and I'm going to click Poison Jab because it's going to 2-hit KO Jolteon or take out the Minchow. So he misclicked, should have gone out in Jolteon, taken the one, sacked off the Jolteon to the second Poison Jab, gone back in with Minchow, and then if he hits 2 Stone Edges, Goodra was in range and Beedrill was in range as long as he didn't miss, which he was spamming moves with a chance to miss, one miss, and this game he would have been done anyways. But now he goes into Jolteon, and I'm going to U-turn out, and thinking it's not going to live, but it does. And there you go. Sting stays in, picks up another win for us. Sting has been incredible this match. Sticking a scarf on his Fastmon was good play by my opponent. That's how I've always said that's how you deal with Mega Beedrill. And I did it in a non-YouTube league like last week. But that's how it is. I was able to skip for that on the first turn, which was good. I'm so glad I made that read because Sting came in clutch at the end. I was thinking in the beginning, well, I might be able to risk it just because it doesn't matter that much, but it is what it is, and I was so glad I made the decision to not risk it because it would have gone down, and I would have been in trouble and probably lost this match, which could have happened many times. This was a very good battle on the part of my opponent. Your Iki Town and Cineroar moved to 2-2, and the St. Louis Rampardos dropped to 2-3. So depending on how the makeup week goes, we will be either ahead of them or still, I think, behind them on differential, but we pick up the 2-0 win. Goodra was an absolute monster. with hydration just tanky. It was my one Mon defensive core, really. Donphan and Lickilicky could take a little bit, but not really. They're more bulky offense than actual walls. And I think Beedrill picked up 2 kills. Lickilicky picked up the one big one. Donphan picked up one on Tyranitar, and surviving to get rid of rocks on Jolteon was massive, as it allowed Mincho not to just win with high jump kick. Victini picks up the kills on both Mandibuzz and Vaporeon, which was incredible. They did its job of breaking that wall core I did not want to deal with. And Staraptor laid down some important intimidates, and really it was the sacrifice this match. But I'm still glad I brought the Banded with Intimidate. The Intimidate was key in terms of just putting a little bit of pressure on Excadrill when it came in, so it couldn't just spam things. And even though it went down without really going off Bandit, the team he brought, it wouldn't have been able to do too much unless I had clicked close combat on that Tyranitar, which I should have. But, I mean, it still put down 50% on the T-Tar as damage with U-turn, which is not bad at all. So, we pick up the win. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you enjoyed this match. It was a lot of fun to battle. And I hope to see you again with our Week 4 or Week 6 match, whichever comes first. I don't remember exactly when our Week 4 opponent comes back from his time off of Draft League due to, I think, exams or what, vacation or something. I can't remember. I think exams. But yeah, so hope you enjoyed. Hope to see you again with our next match in the DGBA as we try to climb from our spot at 2-2 to even higher, and hopefully playoffs and beyond with this team. Mega Beedrill is absolutely our MVP at this point in the season, who has put in all kinds of work, and the week that I didn't bring it, I so regretted it, even though they had the best possible counter for Mega Beedrill, they didn't bring it. So Mega Beedrill at this point just needs to come every time. Yeah, debating making some transactions for the team. If I do, you will get a video on this channel. I think I might leave it at this point, but I'm really debating a double lineup change to, you know, freshen the team up, make it a little scarier offensively, but we will see. And if I do, as I said, I will leave a video on this channel, so stay tuned. If you don't see a video in the next couple days, I didn't make any moves, so you know that I'm happy with the team as we go forward, as we make our push. Hope you enjoyed, everybody, once again, and have a nice day, because Coach said so. See you next time.